Hello, I am Nerd Zombie Goddess. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to be playing with some of the supplies I got from my Blick shopping spree. And I picked up the Sennelier Woodless Pastel Pencils while I was there. It's a 24 count. They're the full pastel pencils. You can also get a half set. They're very beautiful, but I picked them up. I've never used them before. So we're going to swatch them today, and we're going to maybe briefly compare them to a couple other brands and see how they compare, if they're worth the money or not. And in the second part, we're going to be drawing this beautiful little bird. Hopefully you guys can see. Keep an eye out for that second video where we'll work on this piece. I just want to give you a little bit of introduction so you knew where my video was going. Today we're going to be trying out and swatching the 24 set of Sennelier Woodless Pastel Pencils. These are the ones I picked up on my Blick trip that I uploaded to my YouTube channel. So I haven't had a chance to really mess with them yet, and I wanted to play with them and see how they work out. This is a really nice set if I can get it open. All right, let's open them. Nice packaging for sure. Very beautiful, vibrant colors. Look at this orange. I'm excited to draw. I was thinking about doing a bird or something with these, something very colorful. Blues, greens, browns, grays. Looks like a black, maybe a purple. I'm not sure what this is here. We'll find out when we swatch them. Very pretty colors. All right, let's take a look at one of these. This is the white. Oh, it does have the color. Good. But it says intense white, and it's got 3 stars, I'm assuming, for their light fastness. And it does have a number on it. There's a 527 here. So I did notice online, because I put all the ones I don't have in my cart online. I'm so bad, because I want this set. I can already tell. Now the trick is going to be how easily can these be sharpened. I don't want to destroy them, so I'm going to have to be really careful as we're going. But I'm excited. I have never used these. I should probably get a black piece of paper. Let me do that. That'll be better judge of the black. I'm sorry, the white pastel. That'll be a better judge. In fact, it might not be a bad idea to swatch all of these on black paper as well. And I'm not going to press really hard because I don't want to break these. I don't know how delicate they are. They are chalk, so they'll probably just snap. That's my other fear with these. That looks pretty good. Let me try. I'm just curious. I'll grab this dark blue. Now you're not going to see the dark blue on the paper, but I guess I could have done this on the white paper. But I'm curious. Oh yeah. So they're very soft, nice pencils so far. So you can see that. That's the white. Looks pretty good. All right, so we'll move on to the next one. Here we go. This color is Naples Yellow. You're not going to be able to see this on camera. You can already tell. But again, just so you can see, I'll do it on the black as well. The only bad thing about soft pastels is you get lots of dust. This is a soft yellow. It's not very pigmented. It's not going to be like there's another yellow in there that's very pigmented. This is more of a subdued yellow, but it's still very nice. That way you can see that. I'm not sure what their light fastness rating is. I haven't really looked into it, if it's like the pencils and everything else that 3 or 4 and 5 is good. I have to look at these as we go. I am not sure. This one also has 3. This is a lemon yellow. Very pretty. Oh my goodness, those are pretty. This is a cadmium orange. Now this is mixed media paper. I don't know if I said that already. So it's not going to be as nice as pastel paper, but for swatching, I just wanted to see what the colors look like. And if I can find a scrap piece, we can maybe try them on a small piece of the expensive pastel mat. I hate using it for swatches because I don't even know what it breaks down to per sheet, but it's probably $5 a sheet for them little sheets that I have. They're not as vibrant on the black, but that's to be expected, I guess, for pastels. I've never actually done pastels on black paper. I'm mostly doing that so that you guys at home can see the color. The white, I definitely wanted you guys to be able to see, but some of these lighter colors are hard to see on the white paper. Nasturtium, what? Nasturtium orange. I have never heard of that word before. So if I mispronounced it, I'm sorry. I don't know what that says. Burnt matter, also 3 stars. This is a really nice dark red. I like it. I think these will be a lot nicer on pastel paper. It's just in case somebody is interested in using these on black, so you can see what those look like. I really wanted to swatch these. I was dying to get into these. It's a nice bright red carmine. They almost feel they are harder than the soft pastels that I have. I could tell you that right now. And there's nothing wrong with that because they're a pastel pencil, so they're probably meant to be harder, just like your other pastel pencils are usually harder than a soft pastel. Also 3 stars. All right. Pretty pink. It's called Purple Violet. These have a nice little wrapper on them. It looks like it peels off, so that's nice. So you don't get your hands so gross. It's cobalt violet hue, it looks like. Very nice purple. It's a purpley blue. It's very pretty. Let's see what this one looks like on here. Ooh, yeah. I'm already seeing I could do some funky colored mushrooms if I wanted with these on black paper. Or some jellyfish and weird stuff like that. This one looks like it's 2 stars. Pretty typical, I think, with violet. Okay, this is a violet blue or blue violet. Let's see what this looks like on here. Yeah, most of these are pretty nice on the black paper. The only issue is you won't be able to get as many layers if you use a mixed media paper like this. But depending on how you work, that might be fine. I like to work with a lot of layers, so I need a paper that can take that. So I tend not to work on mixed media paper with pastels. Just a preference and how you work. This is a very pretty color. Magenta violet. But on the black, it almost looks white. You can kind of see it better on the white paper. The other reason I use the pastel mat is because when you're done, you don't really, I mean, you probably should fix it still, but I don't because the pastels stick to the paper so well. I still put a piece of tracing paper over top of it when I'm storing it, but it doesn't seem to fall off the paper like it does with this kind of paper. You're still going to get some dust and some fallout, but this paper doesn't have near as much texture. And I can already tell when I'm putting this down, as I scribble over top of it, that it just eats up all the tooth and then I can't really put anything down over it. And it's fine, depending on how you work, you just need to be aware. Prussian blue. It's 12 down. Let's try the other 12. Yeah, these will be interesting to use on actual pastel paper. I'm really excited to try that. Wow, they look really nice on the black too. You guys can see that. Keep having to get up and down and look at my phone, make sure I'm still in the shot. This is a turquoise blue. That's also pretty lovely. This one, apple green. Also a beautiful green. I'm trying to make these swatches big so you guys can see them. Some of these look really nice on this black paper, which means they'll look good on the dark, some of the dark pastel mat I have, because I have various colors with that. Some are dark, some are light, some are neutral. I guess I could have used some of that I have the, not Clairefontaine, the, what's it called? Hanson My Tints. I have some of that. I probably could have used for this as well, and I didn't think of that till just now. Forest green. There is a bit of a scratchiness to some of these. I noticed this one's got it, but it's the same way with pastel pencils. Some of them lay down smoother than others. It's just like colored pencils. You'll get 1 or 2 that all of a sudden you're like, ew, why is it scratchy? It could just be there's a coating on it from the factory, but I think, I don't know, it might be coming off now. It might have just been a coating on the end. That's why I always tell people, I just stuck my thumb in the orange. I always tell people when you get your colored pencils to sharpen them before you use them, because sometimes there is a nasty little film on them that will make them kind of scratchy like that. Not always, sometimes it's the pencil. But yeah, the colored pencils are the same way. You'll get some that feel like buttery smooth. I noticed that with the Holbeins. Some are buttery smooth and go down really nice, and then others have that weird scratchy texture, and there's not a lot of them. Leaf green. Boy, I have my glasses on, and I still can't. This looks like it might have 4 stars. I still can't read these. This one don't have that scratchiness. Very pretty. Probably won't be able to see this one very well on the camera. Black green. It's an interesting color. Ooh, it is black green. Exactly what it says. I'll make sure I show the whole swatch at the ends and zoom in on it so you guys can see it a little better. It's exactly what it looks like, a black green. Here we got a Van Dyke Violet. That's really nice brown. That's a nice, very pretty violety red brown. I like that a lot. It's a very rich color. It's very pretty. This is just a Van Dyke brown. Oh, that's a nice earthy tone. That's nice on a black or dark paper. That looks really nice. This is just gray. Oh, it's got that scratchiness to it too. I'm assuming I can sharpen these the same way I do my other ones. I'm scared to do it for the first time. This one should show up pretty good on here. Yeah, there's like a scratchy there. I must have got it off. Either something in the pigment, a piece of something, or there's a coating on it from being manufactured, but it's off of there now. I might have to I hate to sacrifice my expensive pastel mat, but I want to see what these feel like on it. Blue gray. I guess I could just wait until, oh, that's pretty. Wait until I actually do my piece, and then I'll know what it's like on it. This one's really smooth. No scratchiness on this one. So you guys can see those. Got two more. Violascus gray, I think is what that says. Oh wow, that's really pretty. It's like a really dark gray, but it's got like a purple, a little bit of a purple hue to it. That's really pretty. And it's very smooth and buttery. No scratchiness there. It's gonna look like black on this paper. Okay. It's very pretty. It's got a, I don't know if it's gonna pick up on the camera, but it's got a very subtle violet color to it. It's very pretty. And then last should be black, lamp black. Very nice colors. And of course, this is going to be hard to see on here, but and here they are on black paper. And then here they are on the white paper. And just for fun, I have these Carbothello Stabilo ones here that I bought. And I'm going to scratch them on this paper because I'm curious if they're going to feel the same. They should be very similar. I hate to say it, these feel better on this paper. The Sennelier feel particularly hard compared to these. I was curious about that. Let's try another color. Yeah, these are a lot softer. That's crazy. I figured the Sennelier would be really soft compared to these, but now it'll be interesting to see the difference on the pastel mat. That's very, very interesting, guys. I wasn't expecting that. Here's an orange. These are much softer. I'm actually shocked. I'm going to pull my yellow back out for the, or orange back out. Do them side by side. I guess it depends on the pencil because this one feels actually nicer than this one. So I guess, like I was saying, there's a couple of these that are really scratchy and hard, but then the rest of them are buttery, soft, smooth feeling. This actually feels nicer than this one. This blue is probably, yeah, this is a similar. This blue feels really nice, but yeah, guys, I'm not sure. The others actually felt softer for a minute, but now that I'm comparing them side by side, these don't feel as hard as I thought they did. So that's why you gotta do stuff like this to see the difference. Try this cadmium yellow orange one here. I think I knocked off whatever that crusty stuff was on these two that was causing the scratchiness. So you got to keep that in mind when you buy new products sometimes. Not sure which one is the more expensive. I think the Sennelier are more expensive. I'm gonna look that up real quick because I'm curious. Okay, so what I'm seeing online, I thought this was the case, but I wanted to double check before I said it. The Sennelier are way more expensive than these Carbothello. But if you can't afford, you know, expensive pastels, these Carbothello are really good. And my other ones I'd like to look at, if I can find where I shoved them, is my Derwent pastels. So probably should just do a comparison with all of them. just to give people an idea of how much stuff is and if you can afford to get cheap, or if the cheaper stuff's worth it. This blue doesn't really match, but they all really feel nice. I'm not gonna lie. These seem to blend better. It's going into the tooth of the paper. The Derwent kind of don't feel as nice as the Carbothello or the Sennelier, but they're still really good pencils if you can get them on sale. Yeah, they're still nice. I don't have a dark red with this set. You get the idea. They're all very nice. I wouldn't complain about any of them. The Pit Pastel, probably going to be the same. They're probably going to behave about... Oh, actually, I take it back. I take it back. These are really nice. I thought they would be about the same, but they're actually... that was the wrong blue, but it's okay. They're very soft and smooth. You can see, though, all brands have beautiful colors. They go well down on this paper. These are the Faber Castell Pit Pastel. They're nice, but it would be nice to compare probably all the brands for people. Overall, I'm happy with them. I haven't tried to sharpen one yet. I'm trying to decide if there's one I want to sacrifice. I mean, not intentionally, but if something bad happens, that I won't be too upset. I can easily replace it. Maybe I'll try this gray, light gray. Wish me luck. Just don't want to eat it up. That worked pretty good. So you can sharpen it in a sharpening pencil sharpener, if I could talk. You can sharpen them just fine. They do work better once they've been sharpened. So these are easy to sharpen, which is great. Probably in a handheld one, they'd be just as good. I'm using electric again because I have really bad arthritis in my hands, and I can't stand doing this motion over and over and over again. It really hurts my hands. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with these. Now, they're expensive. I haven't actually used them in a project yet, so I don't know. Are they worth the money? I guess I'll have to let you know later when I actually do a piece with them. Let me flip back to that so you guys can see that. And here's some of the black paper. They're very beautiful. I'm just not sure the price tag on them is worth it for normal people or people that are limited money-wise. So I'm still happy with them. I'm happy I bought them and can try them, but now I'm second guessing if I really want to buy any more of them or if I'd be better off just buying some more of the Carbothello if I want more colors or something like that. I'm not sure that it's worth the extra money because they're very expensive. Like I said before, that this pack of 24 was like $74 or $75, something like that. They're still great, but to me, they don't go above and beyond the Derwents or the Faber Castell or the Carbothello. Any of those are nice. Any of them will work, whatever your preference is, I think. And now the good news about those pencils the Sennelier, my fingers aren't disgusting like they would be with the chalk pastels, the sticks. It's not as messy. That's why I like the pastel pencils. Yeah, so I hope you like that. I'm going to do a piece and maybe attach it to the end of this. I'm going to work on something. I got to find something colorful and fun to draw to see how these do. But again, I'm not that impressed where I think, oh my gosh, you need to buy these over any other pastel pencil, because no, I don't think so. They're nice and they sharpen and they haven't broke yet. They're durable. We'll see how it goes when I use them. But the Carbothello and the Derwent and the Faber Castell were just as nice, I think. So take that how you will. But maybe this will help some people decide what they want to do. So I guess the next part will be me doing a picture. Make sure you stay tuned for part 2, where we actually draw this beautiful bird with the Sennelier Woodless Pastel Pencils, and we'll see how that turns out. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Any interaction helps. It helps the algorithm push my videos out so more people see it. So I appreciate those of you who do watch, and we'll see you in part 2. Thank you.